All right. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? How are you, Kat?
Hey everybody, doing good. How about you?
Dude, I'm coming off the high that was the Path of Exile 2 live stream earlier today. That game's coming out in 2 weeks. I'm so stoked.
Yes.
It'll be good. Kat and I might stream it at some point. A little co-op action.
It does look very exciting.
Looks so much better than the first one, right? Yo,
Yeah.
Adidia, what's up? How's it going?
Yeah.
How has touching grass been? Hope you've enjoyed your week.
Any better? So, what have you been up to since the stream last night?
Honestly, just staring at Applied Energistics crafting window.
Oh,
Not
okay.
Not that much. We kind of, I was trying to figure out the QFT stuff, and then like on stream yesterday, and kind of realized all the obstacles that there were. It was like mainly this Neptunium plasma and Fermium plasma, which take a really long time in a normal Mark IV. But we got that done, and then the crafts just kind of went smoothly from that point. So we're actually good to go to make a Quantum Force Transformer today.
Awesome.
Our first one. Very excited about that. Also, yesterday, we got the Sword of the Cosmos.
Yes, we did.
Thing is so good. I love the way this thing looks. Yep.
I love the galaxy that you see in the sword.
I know, right? I also
awesome.
love one-tapping the Gaia Guardian.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
always
that was
good.
amazing. We did that yesterday's stream.
Yep. That's good. Haven't owned GTNH in 4 days. Very glad. Ready to get back to the grind tomorrow. That's awesome. Hey, just a little time away can really do wonders, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, glad you're feeling a little bit better.
What's on the docket for you today? What's going on?
Well,
Well.
I'm working on turning these blood-infused diamonds into the bound diamond.
Oh dear God, that garbage. Do you know your craft was still going when I looked at the server this afternoon?
I'm not surprised at all.
That was an insane
knew
craft.
It was gonna take like all night.
Oh my gosh.
Right after we finished up stream, I had the amorphic catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff right here.
Yep.
That
stuff's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I went ahead and got it all made, but you need it to make the bound infused diamond. So this stuff was crafting all night because it has to do so much blood magic. And even though we've got it all automated, it takes a lot of time.
I think it took like 16 hours total, something like that.
Oh yeah, I'm totally not surprised.
Adidia says for Ross Run next year, we're doing Pax Romana theme. Ooh. Make it look like we're in the height of the Roman Empire with the seas. Dude, I like that building style a lot. I've never done it in Minecraft before, but that sounds cool.
I think that'll give you some really cool different palettes to work with, like the marble and even the living rock would be cool.
Yep. Oh yeah, there is that one. Oh dude, the freaking the blocks at the final castle in the Twilight Forest. Oh my God, those would be so perfect for that. Those blocks are so good.
I really like this. It's my first time seeing that place. I cannot believe it.
Oh, what were those blocks called? Do you remember? We took some, didn't we?
We did, but I don't remember what they're called.
Oh, here they are. Now I found them. It's like castle brick, worn castle brick. Like this stuff is, let's see. It's just got like a little tinge of pink in it. That kind of, adds a bit of interest to the block color. This stuff is so good. And that along with like chiseled quartz looks so good. So I feel like that would be part of like a great block palette for it. But anyway, dude, look at our UEV page. We are rocking and rolling. We are almost done. Now, there are a couple of roadblocks. One of which is the component assembly line casing. Because this stuff, in each tier that it's in, is a total bitch. So I have it encoded, and if I try to make 43 of these right now, it's like, oh, you're missing 50 million infinity catalyst dust. You know, just a casual 50 million. So I was trying to do some math because, you know, another way for us to make infinity would be with the GTPF. Which is still a very expensive way for us to do it as well, but honestly, both ways are kind of expensive to a degree. I think I was doing the math, it was going to be like 28 million of the resplendent catalyst. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be the way to go. We just make a bunch of catalyst over the weekend, and I did just start the resplendent, because we're going to be moving away from prosaic, especially once we get the hypogen coils. And we've got 500,000. So I feel like if the server's on all weekend, I feel like we could get to that 28 million number. But we'll see. See what happens. But today, got two different goals. One, QFT. Everything's done. Everything's ready to go. And we have everything that we need. We've got all the super glue that we need to make our first catalyst to go with it. And then, you know, we can use that catalyst to make more catalyst, etc. So we're going to get that done. And then, Spinny ingot time. Kat, are you familiar with the Spinny ingot? The funny ingot?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, look up Transcendent in any eye.
Oh, I remember you guys were talking about this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's kind of the lead up into UIV, the next age. All the parts. Well, no, down below. Yeah, there you go. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not that impressed. It's okay.
Well, it's cool
okay.
that these are colorful.
Yeah, I'm still happy about it. I'm still excited. All right. Well, let's go make our QFT, you know. Let's not fool around. Because 2 hours of GTNH tonight, and then either Kat and I are going to take off a little early tonight. Just kind of depends on how we're feeling. Or we might do a little bit more Universio. Let's see what happens. But until then, see how this freaking thing works.
I am really excited about Universio.
Okay, well, I'm totally down. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the controller in the rain is fine. Hopefully. Okay. Right. Yep, that looks good. By the way, I heard that you can wall share these things, which I could see being kind of a big deal, like in the later tiers especially. So I actually might adjust some of the positioning of these, where these other squares are closer, so we can wall share. Because I would assume that you just kind of like, well, I don't know. Maybe you would have some lower tier QFTs, some higher tier QFTs. I don't know. And we'll see what happens. Oh, I need to change the channels on this. Okay. So I need shielding. What is it? Shielding and manipulator? Let's see. Right. Will that work? Yeah, there we go. All right. I'm very excited to get this going. Eventually, you know, shut down lines like Flatline. Just have this thing do all the work. Oh, snap. There we go. We had the funny idea yesterday of when we build the building over this thing, we leave like the top sticking out like a chimney stack or something.
That would be kind of fun.
Kind of fun. Also very weird. I don't know how I feel about that, but I think it's funny. All right.
That's an interesting structure.
It's very interesting, yeah. And so there's 4 different tiers of this cat. I think it's mainly the blocks that have the animation on them are the ones that you replace with like tier 2 versions. And then there's tier 3, tier 4. And it just like unlocks for the recipes, as you would imagine. So,
QFT.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Greg.
It is happening. No fish here. Yet.
Did you say yet?
Yet. Yeah, you never know. All right. Let's see. I did already bring a transformer over here in preparation. But yeah, what are you working on right now?
These bound diamonds.
Oh God, yeah. Well, those shouldn't take that long, should they?
Yeah, I've been moving through it pretty quick.
Okay, there we go.
I needed 144.
Yeah.
And I've already got almost 100 of them.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you're in good shape. The really hard part, we already got done. Or you already got done.
Yeah. Those amorphic catalysts are so painful.
Dude. Thank goodness we'll never have to make them again. Right? Surely?
You're probably speaking too soon.
Yeah, probably. One can cope. All right, 60. We're just gonna do UEV 64 amp right now. I was looking at the energy requirements for like, what was it? The adhesion catalyst. So you'll be fine because we have to get these in order to even think about tier 2 anyway. So that should work fine. You know, I don't think we're really like lacking for plat materials right now. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go straight for the adhesion, the QFT to tier 2 stuff.
Hey, yo, Theravos.
Yeah, Theravos, what's up? How you doing this evening? Yeah, what else does this give? Indoloy 140, I mean, that's kind of nice. But I mean, I guess the main reason you really do this recipe is to get the adhesive for the tier 2. We could start using super glue for some of these crafts. Like for graphene. Because we're going to have a ton of it. Once this is done. Stansvik, what's up?
Hey, Stan.
Good to see you. And for anybody just piling in right now, we just made our QFT. The rest of the recipes and stuff crafted pretty smoothly overnight. Thankfully, our preparation yesterday on stream definitely paid off. So we're getting that done. And Shmev, what's up? It's glorious. Yeah, it's very animated, right? Very technologically advanced. As one would expect. King Arthur, what's up? Just wait till you turn it on. Okay. All right. Well, we're definitely going to turn it on. By the way, Kat, do you remember when you were requesting a Circuit 10?
Yes.
And I was like, ooh, I don't know if I could do that. Turns out we need Circuit 10 for quite a few things related to the QFT specifically. So it was really funny how that kind of coincided.
That is actually really funny timing.
So we actually need it for basically all the catalysts for the QFT, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Uses a little bit of hypogen. We have been making hypogen. Hey, listen, look. Hold on. I have to brag about something. You all be very proud of me. Wait, you can't see it. Wait, look at the chat. Fuel discount 50%. We've been running this thing constantly for the past 24 hours. I know. I'm doing a great job. Thank you very much. Thank you. 50%. Oh my God. Now, eventually we're going to run out of Molten Infinity for making the hypogen. And I am kind of having an infinity problem at the moment. Which, you know, the DPF can technically solve, but I don't know if we're really making Resplendent Catalyst quickly enough to keep up with that? I don't know. We'll see. But for now, it's working. No, I don't think QFT looks ugly. No, I think it's cool looking. Could start with the PBI recipe. That's true. Yeah. We are a little bit low on like PTFE and PBI and stuff, so it's not a bad idea. Just make another QFT instead. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about earlier is, you know, I was talking about how you can wall share these, but then I kind of thought to myself, well, I could easily see like a tier 1 next to a tier 2, like, you know. So that kind of makes sense. I'm sure we'll wall share some of them though, like especially like the tier 4s. Oh no, I don't remember the exact amounts, Greg, but I did see that. Yep. Good times. Our focus is probably going to shift more toward getting the rest of that hypogen for the DTPF and I don't know, getting like our first UIV components, things like that. Now, where can I put this? Where do I put the maintenance hatch? Bottom or top layer? Okay. Just stick it right there. Cool. What else does this thing need? So for this recipe, we need... I guess we could just do like stocking input hatch. Yeah, because you want to use stocking input hatch for the catalysts. Or a stocking input bus. And then stocking input hatch as well. Yeah. Okay. Grab all the inputs and outputs that we need. The output bus. And then stocking. 590,000. Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to just try to make a compact Mark IV. Let's see. I mean, we need one eventually anyway, so that seems like a good time to do it. The left and the right of the QFT. Do I have to put input hatches there? I know it takes those two plasmas optionally. I guess we can put them there anyway. It says left side of the controller, but like, does that mean in the middle part? Like here and here? Oh, immediate left. Oh, really? Oh. Gotcha. Thank you. I probably would have spent quite a bit of time fiddling around with that before I figured it out. Good call. All right, cool. With maintenance there. It said that the maintenance could go on the bottom layer or top layer. Energy bottom, output bus and output hatch have to be on the top, you know, which is, that's fine. We got to think about getting applied energistics over here as well. Just used to be the, yeah, I guess they changed it, which is cool. Yeah. Let's see. Let's put a wireless connector here. We'll do both of our outputs there. Let's get P2P here. We'll connect that up to our main network. Get this thing rolling. Okay. What do we want to call this? Oh god, I screwed this up. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. I did like input output in the wrong way. Did that one stay output? I don't think it did. Okay, you know, we're good now. There we go. Yeah, I guess just QFT. That's good. Mm. Let's hook up our connector, like so. And then let's figure out where we want to put our stocking hatches. I guess just like back here. They can go anywhere, right? On the bottom layer? Yeah. Perfect. Hook that up. Beautiful. Also, let's go put our adhesion catalyst in circuit 10. Blur tool. Oh, they removed maintenance in 2.7. Interesting. I mean, maintenance is extremely trivial at that point, so it's kind of like, whatever. Soon all your bismuth will mysteriously disappear. See how we're doing on that. Hold on. 55 million. We're doing pretty good. I actually have less carbon than bismuth. We'll put them so you can access them without going underneath QFT.
Did you see what Adidia said about the bismuth too?
About what?
About the bismuth too.
Let's see. That glue QFT recipe is how I used 18 billion bismuth dust in 8 hours. Dang. We probably won't run it that much initially, it would be my guess. But that definitely clues me into, like, at least keep an eye on it. So yeah, thank you. There we go. That works. Okay, have we formed? Yes, we formed. Nice. A billion or million? Hey, maybe it was billion. Also, these are offline. Why are we offline? Oh, gotta reconnect this. There we go. Oh, after EOH. Okay. Got only 256 catalysts. That's crazy. I wouldn't think that it would go that quickly with just 256. Mm-hmm. And yo, Solaris, what's up?
Solaris.
Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the waifu. I mean, sorry, Cat's the only waifu I would ever need, is what I meant to say.
Right.
Also, stocking input bus. I got the wrong thing. Here we go. All right. I guess let's make our first adhesion catalyst. Pray that this stuff doesn't void in a second. Though we do need indoloy dust. What's up with this? Ingots, I guess. How's your blood diamond stuff going?
It's almost done.
Okay, sweet.
Mm-hmm. Then I can work on these sigils.
So, tell everybody what your in-game goal is with all this stuff. Why'd you have to work on all this?
Infinity armor.
Yeah. It's
big
for the
project.
sigils for the infinity armor specifically, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because each piece needs one of the sigil of divinities, and these are very annoying to make.
Infinity armor tonight? Question mark.
We'll see.
I'd be surprised. Sorry, don't mean to be a pessimist, but
yeah, I still have the
electrolyzed benzene. That's true. We got more than we need, for sure. Yeah, I could just add to it. Do phenol, benzene, and toluene. all that stuff. Because all I care about is 1,2-dimethylbenzene at this point. Major EBF earlier. Just need to construct it now. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, the power stuff is the hardest problem to solve with the EBF. Because it's so demanding, needing those 4 amps of LV at that stage. Just make sure you don't have any cable loss when you're doing that, because it's not very forgiving with the cable loss. I think you can lose like 8 EU at the most from those 4 amps before it just won't work. And then you void your stuff, and that's not fun. Also, what are you doing, cat?
Bad things, apparently.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's all gone wrong.
Yeah, this is a disaster. Oh, my God.
Oh, God, sorry.
Okay.
Watching a car wreck happen. I can't look away. Okay, we're good now. Okay.
Well, at least I keep you amused.
Okay, let's see. Did that adhesion... Oh, maybe I didn't request it yet. Okay. Let's try that again. But yeah, thanks for the heads up about the carbon dust. I'm going to add that to my list of things to do. Fix carbon dust. Boom. 'Cause yeah, 50 million is actually like not that much for this point in the game. Thanks for the call out. Feel like this will be the first actual automation I will set up with my power, so I'm reading about the choices to pick one. I think I'm going toward gas turbine option. That's good. I usually go for light fuel in combustion generators at that point. What I will say is that using steam for a continuous 4 amps of power for the EBF is kind of a pain in the butt, unless you have like a really robust steam production. But if you're just using like steam boilers or the solar boilers, it can be a bit difficult to keep up with it long term. Become an issue very quickly. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like light fuel is definitely the way to go. But if you've got like some kind of gas that you can burn regularly, then, you know, more power to you. Like methane probably would work, right? Oh, okay, we're waiting on carbon nanites. What else do I need to put in here? Let's see. Carbon, bismuth, and then oxygen, hydrogen. I need to go put hydrogen on the space pump pretty soon. We've still been getting it from our space station around Jupiter, the gas siphons, but I think those are going to run out of steam pretty soon. Wait, when you do Control Shift A, you can hold Control Shift. So what I've done before, and it's a little bit annoying because it doesn't retain the amounts, is I've just like hit A by itself on the rest of them and it'll add them. But see how it doesn't put the amounts? That can be a bit annoying. Yeah, it's Control A. Yeah, if you do Control A, you can add the rest of the amounts. That's really nifty. Yeah, I've been wanting to figure out how to do that for a while. Thank you. Because, yeah, I would just hit A and, you know, it worked, but wasn't exactly what I wanted. Yep. Good call. Okay, bismuth. Those. And our catalyst. All right. Did it register it? That's weird. Can you not do it that way? I thought you could put the catalyst on the stocking input bus. No? Do I need to... No? You can. That's what I thought, but oh, now it's showing up. Okay, there's some like weird delay or something, I guess. Got down due to power loss. Uh-oh. It got wrong data. Okay. Don't pull it from NEI. Okay. Have to grab it from A. Okay, yeah, that's good to know. Okay, so I'm only doing one parallel of... You were totally right. Thank you. Y'all are on it today. Jeez. All right, there. Now we should have power. Hey, look at that. Wow. Crazy. This, oh, that's right. These are all like percentage chance. So sometimes you'll get nothing. Sometimes you get everything. Sometimes you'll get, you know, a little combination of stuff. All right, cool, cool. It can produce nothing. Yeah, because all the probabilities are calculated independently. That makes sense. All right, how quickly is it going through stuff? I mean, it shouldn't be that quick. It's just one, you know, there's not multiple parallels. So look at the outside. Oh, while it's running. Hold on. Oh, dude, I didn't know it looked that way. It's like got this little like force field or something around the sides. Hey.
That's interesting.
I like that. Cool. Okay. I don't know if I have a room for all of these fluids. Yeah, I definitely don't. So I don't have a storage place for super glue or advanced glue, turns out. I don't know what's going on with advanced glue, but I could have sworn I had advanced glue. Let's see. So when it comes to any fluid that is produced by the QFT, I think I want to use, you know, obviously we could use Yada tanks eventually, but I kind of want to go for these 16,000 K storage cells. And we'll do, gosh, you know what? We really should just do one for all of them. No. We do 2 more on top of that. Sniffing advanced glue makes you smarter than normal glue. If only that were true. I'd be a freaking genius.
Would you now?
I did a little glue sniffing back in the day. I won't lie. Not afraid to admit it. I was a dumb kid.
Well, we all do stupid things.
Yep.
I never did that though.
I also did this really stupid thing where I would like put a layer of the glue on my hand and then like it would dry and then I'd peel it off. I don't know why I found that so fascinating. I was
Me and my friends would do that.
I was 6 years old. I didn't know what I was doing.
Stupid things kids do.
Did that with wax? Like hot wax? That sounds painful. Did that a lot. I must have seen some other kid doing it, and I was just like, oh, that looks fun.
King Arthur.
Isn't doing that with glue painful? No, I mean, not with just like Elmer's glue. It was pretty chill. Field surrounding on QFT looks more exaggerated on .7. Really? Okay. I mean, that sounds cool. Okay, let's get these partitioned. Let's see, super glue there, advanced glue, indoloy, and soldering alloy. Okay, put those in. And then of course we're getting the other garbage. What was this called? Something adhesive. How many of these do we need? Let's see. You need 4 per shielding core. And you need 4 per one of those two. So like 1,200? 1,600 maybe? It's actually not going to take that long for that to build up. All right. Oh, that looks cool for at night. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait, you only need one of those parts. Wait, hold on. Are you talking about I only need one of the tier parts for upgrading? Like the recipe? Which part affects the fermium and the neptunium? Huh. Okay, I was looking at the wiki article for the QFT after we got off last night. I didn't remember seeing that. Let's see. Pulse manipulators, recipe tier allowed. Pulse manipulator. Okay, so maybe it's the shielding core that I don't need upgraded. Pulse manipulators, recipe. Yeah, recipe tier. Yeah. I just need to upgrade this. Okay. Well, that's going to be a lot easier than I thought then. Yeah, so it's just going to be like 1,000 for this adhesive stuff. More quantum anomalies. Superconductor UEV, which we can make the superconductor UEV with the DTPF pretty soon. Base superconductor. Yeah, so we just need to get our hydrogen coils, and then we can make base UEV with this, which is going to be so much better. I already did configure the recipe for UV and UHV, and that stuff is so much quicker than the EBF. It's crazy. Did you get UEV coal? Yeah, there's one little problem with the UEV coal. I was talking about this at the beginning of stream. If I ordered those right now, if we're using the Avaricia Infinity ingots, I need 49 million Infinity Catalyst dust. So I think the better way to go about that is going to be the Infinity recipe with the DTPF. But we do need a lot of the Resplendent Catalyst. Where is it? Yeah, this right here. I think I calculated like 56 million. But if we have the 50% discount, it's going to be 28 million. And I did just start making this stuff a little bit ago, like 2 or 3 hours ago. And it's pretty slow. I think maybe by the next week we would be up to that 28 million. I'm not sure. But then we also need to use this for other stuff. So I think I'm just going to have to up the production of Resplendent. Oh yeah, the Infinity Combs, absolutely. Yeah. We've already got... I need to add more of those bees to the map. I think we only have one at the moment. But we've got 270,000 combs, which is more than enough for that particular problem. So we should be good. Why did I feel like I'm going to get like vaporized when I walk through this? Okay. It's safe. How are you doing on glowstone? What do I need glowstone for? Probably not very good. 28 million. Yeah. Man, we're using a decent amount of power with this. Half a billion. Cenarium bees. You know, I remember Adidia telling me about Cenarium bees, how I should do that, and I was just like, man, why do I need those? Everything's fine. I don't need those. Might already be done with on adhesive. No, I'm not, because I only have the one catalyst. I mean, is it worth making more catalyst for this particular process though? I don't really know. But no, yeah, we only have 163 so far. So we got a little ways to go. Oh, I didn't turn the cam back on. Thank you. Yeah, I was bragging about my fuel discount. Optical processors. I don't remember seeing that. Which part of the opticals uses that? Oh, yeah, those nanites. Oh, that's true. The double compressed glowstone. Yep. I remember now. Okay. Well, I guess we're okay at the moment, but yeah. We'll make another little mental note of that. Glowstone. More Cenarium bees? Question mark. So the Cenarium bees. Oh yeah, 30% just straight up glowstone. Okay. Yeah, the Cenarium are very good for that. I didn't realize. I kept thinking, like, what do I need Cenarium for? But, no, it definitely makes sense. Quest a bunch of opticals. There's, like, quite a few things that I need to do that for sure. You making Desh rings?
Yeah.
That's random. Okay.
I need them to make these sensor glasses that will make the space helmet stuff. The space
all these
suits.
Like random obscure crafts needed for this stuff. No level maintainers. Yeah, so my goal is probably the biggest offenders with the level maintainers for our base right now. There's two areas, but one of them is the plasmas, and I had just set this up recently for the catalysts. So we've got like all the plasmas that are needed for the different catalysts level maintained here. Which, by the way, I mean, I have to say, even though like we're getting some annoying TPS spikes, is working out quite well. But do I want this long term? Absolutely not. So the goal is going to be to just set up a compact Mark III for like every single one of those plasmas, probably. So that's probably what we're going to do with the rest of these rings here. And then, you know, we're going to need quite a few Mark IV as well. And we'll figure out a different place to set those up. I'm not quite sure yet. I was trying to think about that the other day, where I want to set up other compact fusions. Because I really want this to end right here. I really don't want it to go any further, but I don't know. We'll see. Plasma mixer is definitely on my radar. 100%. Yeah. So I remember I was watching one of Average Gregtech players' videos on YouTube. And he said like the only way that he could power the plasma mixer was with wireless power. I didn't quite understand why that was. Like, you just couldn't give it enough amps any other way or something. Kind of crazy. It's also kind of scary if it needs that much power. Takes power from wireless. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to get into pico circuits, our UIV parts. How bad is the rest of this casing stuff? Dimensional bridge. Okay, the rest of this is really easy. Yeah, it's just the controller block that's the issue. Yeah, we'll definitely get there. You can't put energy hash, yeah, or like it doesn't accept lasers either, does it? Okay. Everybody remind me to check on that again in a bit. I don't want this thing to run any more than it has to. Level maintain plasmas using DTPF catalyst might be contributing to lag a lot. It definitely is. Yeah, since I put that in, I definitely noticed the TPS spikes getting worse. So you're right, mind over matter. It's definitely not helping. So, but it's a long term. It'll be fixed. So I'm not too worried about it at the moment. Would I do it the same way again? Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. There's one other thing that I did want to work on today. That is the Spinny Ingot, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
What else? Let's see. GTPF. I don't have the recipe for it yet. Let's see. So we need raw tesseract. That's what the quest wants us to get right here. And we have to macerate that down. Yeah, I could use level emitter on it, but I don't want to do that right now. I'll remember, surely. Flip it on its side and put it into the TPF structure. I'm definitely not doing that. No. Okay, let's make our raw tesseract recipe. It's going to use resplendent catalyst, which we do have making now, so it'd be good on that front. Let's see, crystal. I don't know if we know how to make all this stuff, but I guess we'll find out in a minute. No circuit. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. One at a time. By the way, I did implement the redstone that I was talking about before. So whenever I do a craft, it stops making the hypogen via the inverter toggle bus. That's working really well. I don't know about when like super short crafts are requested, if there's like going to be like a little bit of a lag in between time where you lose a little bit of fuel efficiency before this kicks back on. So I haven't fully tested it yet, but for the longer crafts, it's definitely working. Because once the fluid disappears out of the input hatch, this thing turns back on in time. It integrates perfectly into the floor. Ugh. I still don't like that idea. Okay, Sonarium rod. Do we have Sonarium ingots? We do. Okay. How's it going, Kat? Still microcrafting over there?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't think I'm too far away from getting the helmet though. The spacesuit helmet.
Yeah, that's a huge jump in progress.
Mm-hmm. But I'm sure we'll get everything together over the weekend and actually finish making this on Monday.
I mean, if you want to do it over the weekend, yeah, sure. Yeah. If you just want to save it for stream, whatever you want to do.
Guess we'll see how I feel.
It's always what it comes down to.
Yep.
The botanium screw. We do have it in molten form. And I do have, finally, took me for freaking ever, but we actually have a screw fluid solidifier hatch now.
That's great.
Yeah, it's going to be really important going forward. Putting that off for way too long. Octaron? Octaron. Oh, we do have a fluid for that. Okay. You can put mixer here if you flip it on its side. Dude, no. I definitely see what you're talking about. Yeah, here. I'm not doing that. That's pretty funny. Advanced is a very vague term for that. All right, fluid solidifier. Tiramisu. Wait, what is it? Tiramisu. Okay, we do have fluid. This is another ABS recipe, I guess. Yeah. Actually, is it? Hold on, how do we get this stuff? Every two. How do we get the dust? Oh, it's a mixer recipe. Oh. Okay, I don't think it matters that much, but we'll do fluid solidifier, that's fine. All right. What were we trying to make again? Raw tesseract. That's right. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's do it. Creon Melian. Dude, I don't even know what that stuff is. Me waiting on that for just a second. I'm gonna go get a drink. Do you need anything, Kat?
I could use water.
Okay. Burb.
All right. Ralumen. I don't think I've heard of this one. Ralumen. What the heck is this? Where in the world do we get this from? Well, that is a hiccup. That is unfortunate. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to be able to make the infinity armor because we need this duralumin. Thank you, sweetheart. Yep. So, bad news.
You say bad news?
Yes.
Oh God, what?
We can't make the infinity armor.
Okay.
Because we need this duralium dust. Oh, we could just use a mixer recipe. That's not terrible. Okay.
You got this.
I was seeing like an ore and stuff, and I was like, crap, where have we not picked up an ore?
Yeah, or sometimes it can be like an alloy blast smelter recipe, which means it's the fluid version that you then have to change. But in this case, yeah, you just got to mixer recipe.
Totally fine.
It wasn't like a crazy voltage tier or anything, was it?
No, I think it's just EV.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay, yeah.
EV.
Stupid easy. Dude, what advanced shenanigans are y'all talking about in chat? I don't know what any of that stuff is.
While you're gone, I was like, I have no idea what they were saying.
Freon plasma. They're just making up words, clearly. This is what end game GTNH chat looks like.
Can I pull liquid out of the alloy blast smelter? We have it set up to do that.
I don't know if I have a circuit 1 recipe for that. Can you not just normally fluid extract it? Yeah, you should just be able to do that. Search for dust.
It's not, it doesn't come up.
Okay, what about ingot? Okay, can you put the dust in a blast furnace and get an ingot? Yeah, just do it that way.
Okay.
Put it in, actually 11-1, doesn't matter, as long as it has 1 in it. You can do like 64 at a time, yeah.
Oh crap. I get a blast furnace. I can put it in this one.
Yeah, either one, doesn't matter. I don't think it takes like any time to cook at all. Oh, sorry, Kat, your order is delayed.
My order?
Your special little apple Nutri-Grain bar things.
Oh,
whatever those are called. What are these things?
Nature's Bakery oatmeal crumble. Those things are so good.
I need to try one. They do look pretty good.
I have one left. If you want.
I'm not going to eat your last one. That ain't happening. Thank you, though. Raw Tesseract. Try again. Oh. Dude, it's only a 5-second craft. Psh. Oh god, I'm losing Here's the problem with doing that craft is I put in too much catalyst. So if I'm ever programming like an active craft, I need to just like assume that the 50% discount is there, I guess. It's kind of annoying. Okay, yeah, we lost like 3% discount. That's okay. We'll get it back. Okay. But dude, look at that. Our first Tesseract. Okay. So, we need to macerate this, I believe. Which is a UEV recipe. Ooh. Ooh. Does anybody want to see our current macerator? It's one of the, what would you call it? One of like the last standing autocraft machines that's still in the Zenitentiary over here. I think it's connected up to LUV power. Yep. freaking LUV power, man.
It's awesome. It was able to hold on to LV.
Dude, I know, right? It's actually, yeah, pretty impressive. Okay. We can fix this. We need to do this for a while, I guess. And actually, we have a bunch of macerators from our old ore processing stuff. So that actually works out quite well. Obviously, we'll make a quad. We're going to need UEV energy hatches, at least on one part. Okay. Yeah, we could just put it right here. Or maybe right here. Yeah, let's just do it right here. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. That. Maintenance hatches on the corners. And then I guess we'll use like a advanced stocking input bus and a ME chest. For the middle, 64K storage cells, fine. Yeah. Actually, where can you put the maintenance hatch? Hold on. Any casing. Oh, okay. Let's actually not put them on the corners, because I've been trying to adopt a new layout strategy where I put the energy hatches on the corners instead. I feel like that works out better. Yeah, Greg, I thought you had to go to bed earlier tonight. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I've definitely been there before. Oh,
Hey,
man.
babe.
Yeah, what's up?
A question about the implosion compressor. I don't put the ITNT in the
Correct.
recipe, do I?
Yeah, we don't need that anymore, like, going forward.
That I thought I remembered that.
Mhm. That was a UHV thing. That's when we got
Okay.
access to it. So it wasn't, like, that long ago.
I don't set too many recipes up on this, so that's another reason it's just not super fresh in my head.
Mm-hmm. Actually, all of the recipes, we never put ITNT in the recipe. We always just supplied the ITNT separately, like automatically. So it's actually just like business as usual. God, I always forget how many layers the macerator has. Okay, 5 total. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be right. We just need like 1 muffler hatch. Okay. Let's get our soldier's wand out. So is all this stuff that y'all are talking about right now, is it like Godforge stuff? As I've said before, I'm really excited about that multi-block.
That thing looks insane.
Right? Yeah. Probably has the most insane user interface of any multi-block as well. You are? Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Get some covered cable, cyan, and purple. Purple's usually what I use for like a little subnet. ME chest, 64K cell. Let's get quartz fiber. Let's also get double ME interface. And then, oh yeah, we should have like, yeah, we're not even using any channels on this yet. Right on. Okay. We're gonna need some wireless connectors. One there. And one there. Perfect. Quartz fiber like so. Double interface. And actually, we should do 2 of these. Because I think we've got that many patterns. Macerator. Okay. And then, yeah, for now, we'll just do a simple little macerator recipe here. Get some pattern. Cards, like so. Okay. That's turned on. Okay. So now, if we request transcendent metal dust, 32. Oh, wait. Never mind. Scratch that. Time to sleep. Hey, good night, Greg. Thanks for the tips per usual. Have a good night. UXV needs Godforge. UIV need Proto-Halconite. Some new material or something? I actually haven't even looked at the UIV parts yet. Lots of infinity. Jeez. And then the transcendent. Tingum. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I almost forgot, Kat, to provide power.
Oh.
Would have been a, yeah, you know. Ooh. Right. Okay, point that up. An up transform. We're getting 4 UEV that way. Get the 16 UHV. And should be good. Yeah. Okay. Try that again. Spinny dust. Give me spinny dust. Yeah. Can Crop Manager do ore berries? I'm like 99% sure it can.
I'm pretty sure it can.
I would be shocked if it didn't.
I swear some of those crops I just did were crop berries.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We be spinning. If anybody wants to request you spin me right round, now would be the time. Thank you very much. Oh, Uncountably is using it. There you go. Yeah. Spinny dust, that's right. Okay, now I am aware that there are a couple of, let's say, complications when trying to process this stuff. So first thing we have to do is put it in a blast furnace with molten tungsten, circuit 1. So that's going to require some special attention. What was the voltage on that? UIV. Yeah, I mean we should be overclocking to that. Should be fine. I do need to make sure that I actually have enough channels for this. I think we only have like 2 channels left here.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's just a little bit concerning. Okay, hold on. Connected to negative 1053, negative 394. Okay, I think I know where that is. Which is using 7 channels. Let's go reconnect that. That is our cyclotrons, I believe, that are over here. Yeah. There we go. And then this is disconnected. So now this is only 23 channels, which means we have plenty to work with down here now. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I need to do a separate input bus, input hatch here. Let's get a fluid storage bus, item storage bus, dual interface, advanced blocking card, and our usual cables. Let's actually make more tie-in. There we go. Much better. Okay. And we can do this probably right here. Oh, no, we can't. Never mind. Right here. And get a little quartz fiber. I think this had to be circuit 1, right? Yeah, circuit 1. Okay. And then double dual interface. Both of these on blocking mode. Purple side with the advanced blocking card. And then we can do our recipe. And we are going to keep the hot metal version because there's also a complication with the vacuum freezer. So normally we would just have the hot metal just buy a or dictionary card, just go straight into the vacuum freezer. But in this case, we actually needed to do something else. So we'll do that. We'll put that right there. Circuit 1, yeah. Return the machine back on. Okay, perfect. And then need to do something fancy over here as well. By the way, I do have fluid output, right? Yeah, we've got auto output hatch because whenever we make one of these hot ingots, we also get some celestial tungsten, which is kind of a nice byproduct. Okay, so the other part that we have to figure out is this. When we cool off the ingot, we need supercoolant and we need molten titan steel, both. Let's get like a quad input hatch. I think IV should be fine. Nah, you know what? Let's go UV. Okay. Then we're also going to need an input bus. HV is fine. And then, yeah, exact same deal here. We get a fluid storage bus, item storage bus. We get double dual interface and it's blocking card. Should be good. Okay, put our storage buses like so. Do a little subnet. That quartz fiber to power the network, which we can put right there. And then double dual interface, again, blocking mode on both sides, advanced blocking card on the purple side. Oh yeah, I guess we should be naming these. Whoops. I guess just vacuum freezer dual should be fine. And then just pop in the recipe. Should be good to go. Might want to increase the number output of these eventually, but should be fine for now. One dual. Okay. Let's test it all out. All right. Spinny ingot, go. Nice. 22 seconds. We should probably, yeah. I think we'll increase the output of this to like ×8 at least for now. See how that goes. Okay. And then over here. Wait, did it already? Wow, that's an extremely quick cooling time. Jeez. Yeah, 20 ticks. Wow, okay. I'm not going to complain about that. And there we go. Look at that, cat. Our first spinny ingot.
Awesome.
Success. So this is one of the main components behind the new motor for UEV.
Okay.
So we're going to be using these a whole lot. That and the Infinity as well. Infinity is going to continue to be a problem for a while, it seems. Like Greg was saying, we really just kind of need to rush the plasma mixer. Because until we get this thing, having enough catalyst to do everything that we want to do is going to be kind of difficult. So I do see us trying to get the plasma mixer next week for sure.
Okay.
But in the meantime, what do we need to research that? UV 1 million laser target hatch. Okay. Sure. Oh yeah, I did want to make sure that the DTPF is still doing hypogen. Yeah, we're still going. Okay, good. And we almost got our 50% discount back. Nice.
Very nice.
What's going on with you?
I am still working on the Infinity armor. Right now I am trying to get everything together for the gravity chest plate.
Oh god. Which we already have, but I guess we don't want to really give up our current ones. right?
Yeah, I didn't think we wanted to.
Yeah.
So
That would feel kind of weird.
there are like some weird extra bits that go into the lower levels of the craft.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to get that stuff knocked out.
Now, I do need to check and make sure that we still have the research data stick in there because it is an assembly line craft. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, I did see that.
Okay. Okay, maybe I left it in there. Hopefully. Oh, yeah, I did.
Good.
Yep, it's in there, and I assume the recipe's in there as well. Like, you're able to craft it, like, request it.
Once I have these other parts in here.
Okay, yeah, it is there. Okay, sweet. Because the other day I was kind of taking some recipes out of here just to make space. And I put them in this, like, compressed chest that's nearby. And I was wondering, ooh, did I take that one out? But no, we're good. I apparently had the foresight. Who would have thought? Okay. We basically got all of this stuff done. Again, we're continuing to make molten hypogen. The main reason for that is we need to make the hypogen coils to upgrade our DTPF because that unlocks a bunch of additional recipes that we want to use. So we want to replace all 2112 of these coils with hypogen, which is going to be quite a thing. The calculation we did was it was around 2.7 million molten hypogen. If we look at our progress, we got 1.6 million. So, like, absolutely by next Monday, we will definitely have this.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah. Now, crafting the coils probably need more than just the hypogen itself. Let's check this out. First of all, we do need the research in the research station. That requires an infinity coil. No problem. And yeah, each one of the... So this is kind of the hard part. Obviously, the hypogen is a issue in and of itself. But the other part is UEV circuits. We need 2112 UEV circuits. This is not an easy task. Let's see. I'm not going to request it right this second, but if I just try to request 2112, we barely have a CPU big enough to do it. Yeah, we actually have all the stuff we need to technically do this. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll definitely get that going over the weekend for sure. Oh, there's that molten glowstone coming in. It's 2% of our stores. That's not too bad. Oh, look at that though. Raw biocatalyst medium. This is stuff that we make inside the bacterial vat that we have automated. 92% of our current stores. That's insane. World edit replace. If only, if only. That is a lot of biocatalyst. Holy crap. You should sort by percentage. Can you do that? Oh. Wait. Dude, I did not know that that was a thing. I knew the percentage got added in the last update, but I didn't know percentage was the thing. That's sorting was the thing. Yeah, that's really nice. Thanks for that tip. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, the only thing I'm really worried about here is duranium is whatever. We can make more of that easily. PBI, we'll do more of that with the QFT in the future. Yeah. And I'd actually discovered earlier that our biocatalyst was not making for a while because we weren't making agar, which is definitely a problem. Actually not running again. Why are you not running? Hello? Okay, every now and then this shuts down. Okay, I've got to figure this out. So every now and then the mixer that's making our agar shuts down.
That's weird.
God, yeah, it's very weird. This is a whole like cluster of transforms and stuff. Ugh, okay. We're getting like 16 amps out of this. We're mostly down transforming. Yo, what's up, Crypto? Maybe come back. Do I know that? That sounds familiar.
I think I know this song.
Do you?
I think so.
Oh, I see exactly where things are going wrong. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. Thank you for the link. Appreciate it. Evan, can you run through your Kevlar line real quick? Yeah, give me just a second, Adidia, and I will definitely do that. I just gotta fix this stupid setup. Man, who made this setup? This is garbage. Dude, no wonder we're running out of power. That. And dude, I don't even care how this looks right now. I'm just I just want things to work. Okay. There we go. Okay, and now this should never run out of power again. Yeah. We were just like blowing, we were down transforming to ZPM, then up transforming again to UV, which was like, I don't know, some Band-Aid garbage fix. You know, kind of like the Band-Aid fix we did just now, but, you know, but slightly better. Oh no, he's playing it, dude. Yep. I mean, Surgery, you knew that Mega Kevlar was coming. You had to know. Okay, let's put all this garbage away. I wrote down numbers of how many machines you'll need. I think I'm trying to remember. It was like between 40 and 50 machines total. Now, obviously, we just use like single LCRs. But if I were to come down, I've got 3 different paths here. If I go down the central path first, you know, obviously I've got some like, some of these processes are more important than others, but you're going to do mega for everything. So we got 5, 8, 9, 10, 13, 16, 19, 21 LCRs in this middle line. You did. Yeah. Yeah. 21 LCRs here. We got another 8 LCRs here. So that's 29. And then 30, 37, 39, 41 LCRs total. You wrote down 39. Interesting. I don't know how I came up with I do have one for quicklime dust that's like just dedicated to this line. So that might be unnecessary for you, which would make 40. I am using one LCR to recycle the sodium hydroxide in like the rainy nickel dust like line or whatever. That might be another one. But yeah, if I take quicklime out, I've got 40. And then I've got 6 chemical plants. Because we weren't making formaldehyde until we did this line. And then there's like the whole fermentation base, butanol, propionic acid, aniline, acetic, anhydride, etc. Without sodium hydroxide recycling. Yeah, so that would be 39 then. Yeah, exactly. Looks like just 2 EBFs, calcium carbide dust, nickel alamide dust, or nickel alamide ingot. An electrolyzer for sulfur dioxide recycling. Obviously a extreme industrial greenhouse. I think you can use like any Pam's Harvest Craft thing. We just use kiwi, and then that makes the fermentation base. And then Kevlar plate in the ore washing plant. We did dual auto assembler. You know, I'm really looking forward to in 2.7. Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't they making like an output bus that works kind of like the output hatch where you can like filter, like whitelist a specific item for it? The way you can whitelist a specific item or a specific fluid for an output hatch. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that because that would help me just like have one assembler instead of two right there. Yeah, there's so many instances where like it would just make passive setups a lot easier to manage. So I'm really looking forward to that change. But yeah, mixer and whatever this LPF is for. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, it's such a good change. Not the ME ones, right. Yeah, just the normal ones. Which is perfect for like what I want to do with it. Let's see. Let's get an infinity ingot or an infinity coil for the research, and then we got to do crypto song.
Yep.
Here. All right. Kat, you know what time it is, right?
No. What time?
Time to stall and talk to chat while I
Oh.
while I learn this song. I mean, I think I know the song, but yeah.
Well, I am working on quantum suit boots. How fun is that?
I mean, I could think of worse ways to spend my Thursday night, so that's fine to me.
Go ahead and get these two cooking. Of course, it's missing something. Rubber boots.
Oh, Crypto, this song is hard. Dude, no, I know this song. This is like a yacht rock band song. Dude, this is not an easy song. Oh, thanks a lot. I'm just kidding.
Boots. Do we have any boots? I feel like, didn't we just make a bee that gives us rubber bars? I don't remember which bee it was.
I think you did.
Because we didn't have this many rubber bars, and now we're up to like 3,100. Pretty sure I've got some boots. I do, stashed in here. Let's see what it's called. Whatever.
Okay, yeah, Crypto, thank God that I've actually tried to play this before. I just need a little refresher. 'Cause otherwise, I'd be having such a hard time right now. This might have been a no. if I hadn't. All right. Yeah, it's actually like way harder than most of your other requests. That is a really cool song, though. I like that one a lot. Thank you for the request, Crypto. Always pushing me to my limits. I appreciate it. And thank you, Didier. Yeah, I was talking to one of my bandmates the other day about what I do with on Twitch with the song request thing. And I was like, it's like a really good way to like kind of exercise like a brain muscle in that department that I probably just normally wouldn't do on my own, but because y'all request stuff, like it actually really helps. And Kat's always complaining about not hearing my playing enough, so
Yeah.
Also solves that problem.
I was just thinking about that because can't listen to you right now because I'm having issues with Twitch on my iPad.
Again? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's been like this for like 2 weeks at least now.
Yeah.
And I was sitting here like I can hear him like hitting the keys, but I can't really hear the music. And I was like, man, I really enjoy hearing him play this stuff, and I don't even get to hear it.
Are you telling me that like when I hit the keys, like physically, like you can hear that over the mic?
I don't know if I hear it through the mic.
It's like the next room. Okay, it might be the next room. Yeah. Like, I hope you can't hear that through the mic. That is not what I want to happen. Also, holy crap, 33 million computation. Okay. Yeah, that's going to take a minute. Okay. Did you fix it so she can? So I can't figure out a way to do that via OBS without it like looping. So y'all would just hear a continual echo of it. I'm sure there's a way somehow. I don't know. Audio routing can be such a pain sometimes. Okay, so what we can do is... Oh god, I need a bunch of infinity for this too, I forgot. I mean, it's only like 8,400 ingots worth. That's not terrible. Okay, come on, bio mainframe. Where are you? Come on. You can do it. Hey, there it is. Hypogen DTPF, exactly Halloween. What's up? Yeah, we are pretty decently on our way to getting Hypogen. Obviously, a ton of recipes unlock once we get all these coils upgraded to Hypogen. So yeah, that's the goal. I think it was like 2.7 million Hypogen that we needed, molten. And we've got 1.6. So we're doing good. Be lurking. Lakers game is starting. Hey, enjoy. Have a good time. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, did you? Oh, Crypto says you're definitely missing out. Oh.
Who?
You.
Oh, with the music, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I know. But I'm very much looking forward to the private concert I get every year this time of the year when he plays piano on the baby grand upstairs around the
Yeah,
holidays.
imagine playing a real piano.
So nice.
Crazy.
That's like one of my favorite parts of the holidays is going in there and listening to you play.
Yeah, I have to teach myself how to play Christmas music all over again every year. Christmas music is actually very complex music, in like a music theory sense. It was like, you know, a lot of those songs were created during the eras of like, you know, big band, like Frank Sinatra type stuff, where they use like very intricate, non-traditional chord progressions. So it's actually very difficult to, like, you would think like, oh, you know, any music player would know how to play Christmas music, but it's actually, yeah, quite complicated. Should have gotten all the country ones out of the way. That's true. Yeah, you should have spared Cat. Oh well.
Well, I appreciate you.
Oh God, what was the song that was stuck in my head earlier today? Something somebody requested. The country song.
Just purge it, baby.
I should, yeah. I probably shouldn't be trying to recall. Yeah, never mind. A real piano full cover? No. That would be quite a complicated thing to do. And then you expand the machine. Wait, what do you mean by that, Halloween? And then you expand the machine. There's not multiple tiers of like shapes for the DTPF, right? Can you make thermometric Essentia cell? No. So we need UIV fuel generators for that. But that's going to be so nice, obviously. So that, like, especially with the crafts that Kat's been doing, that she won't have to worry about Essentia anymore.
Heck yes. That will be so nice.
In like a subsequent playthrough, I would definitely set up Essentia B for like every single Essentia type. We definitely should have done that before, but oh well. Add more DTPF per DTPF and get huge coil discounts. Add more DTPF per DTPF. Dude, I don't know what that means at all. You've lost me. I mean, I know about the coil discount. Or no. No, wait. I'm thinking of the wrong discount. I'm thinking of the fuel discount. Oh, wall sharing them. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I definitely want to wall share them. So the way people wall share them, isn't it normally like you have two right side up next to each other and then you put two on top that are like upside down? Is that right? Upside down the sides. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Because those also look really cool that way. So yeah, we'll definitely do that for sure. It would be a section of 8 total. Uh-oh. Huh. You mean like there'd be 4 in the front and then 4 in the back? I'm gonna have to look up a picture of that. I've seen 4 wall shared. I have not seen 8 wall shared in that same way. So yeah, I'll have to look at that. That is not what I intended over here for sure. Because I think if I tried to put another DTPF, would it fit over? Actually, it might fit over here barely. You have 32 total. Yeah, 32 is the number I was aiming for. I heard that in 2.7, 32 is a lot more viable. I think it was Adidia who said that, like, before 2.7, 64 was a good number. 1 quad right side up, 1 quad upside down. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Let's see. 16 in .7? Really? Because I would much prefer to do 16. That 16 was actually what I originally had in mind when I did this area. So my goal was to have 8 like this, but like 2 stories of them, right? So if I could get away with harder than just spamming them, yeah, I mean, I could see that, right? But if I could get away with 16, I would prefer to do that based on the layout that I've been kind of doing over here. But yeah, 36 wouldn't got gate. So for some reason, I don't know what's changing in .7, but supposedly .7 is making it where you don't have to have as many of them. I don't know what the change is, though. I've just heard people say that .7 makes a difference. Convergence? Yeah, I don't know what convergence is. Oh, perfect overclocks. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Okay, extra catalyst. I mean, you get to a point where you're not worrying about catalyst as much later in the end game, right? A lot of catalyst. Is it like an order of magnitude more catalyst? Yikes. I could definitely see that being a problem. Okay. Energy saved gets turned to extra catalyst. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll see what happens. If I have to do more than 16, I can definitely make that work. I just really didn't want to. I could avoid it. Although it probably would be easier in the long run. Convergence has changed that. I could see how that would make a difference. Yeah, absolutely. A lot more power if you want to go with 16. Okay. I can do 32. I can make that work. So, we literally have 2 quests left in UEV. It's crazy. I'm going to have to solve the infinity problem for the coal line casing for UEV. It's just gonna be a matter of like getting more of the resplendent catalyst so we can make infinity with a DTPF. It uses so much. It's crazy. Do the Avaricia recipe. I've been going back and forth in my head about that because I can request it right now. I need 49 million infinity catalyst.
Ooh.
Which yeah, exactly. Which if I add more like mining modules to the space elevator, is possible to get that. It's just a lot. I really didn't want to have to do the Avaricia recipe for this. Yeah, no, we're very poor. We've been going through this stuff like crazy. Mainly probably to make the hypogen, because you do need a lot of the molten infinity to make the hypogen required. It's probably like what? $2.7 million molten infinity probably. I mean, maybe we do like a combination. Maybe we do a little Avaricia and a little DTPF infinity. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things like build up over the weekend. Part of it's going to rely upon how much of the resplendent catalyst we're getting, and we still don't even have 1 million. It was a bit of a problem. We need like 28 million. Wanted to get it all via the DTPF. But yeah, the other thing we have to do is get our UEV circuits. Where is that? Yeah, I've got to fix raw biocatalyst. I think that's just going to mean making more was that you?
Yeah, I sneezed. Sorry.
Oh, bless you. Okay. I was like, did I hear something? I'm not quite sure. Okay.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, we're not making enough tea-seti seaweed extract. I need to just like bump this up to UEV. I think one of the big things that I want to work on over the weekend is just bumping up this chemical room infrastructure, making the backbone at least UEV. Because it's definitely showing its age at this point. And just one quad for the biocatalyst is probably not cutting it anymore, honestly. Like, if we need that much for the 2000 UEV circuits, like, we're going to have really big problems later on. This is not going to be enough. Also, though, let me write that down real quick. I like to write down some of these things. Expand. We're going to update chemical infrastructure and add bacterial vats for raw or the biocatalyst. Yeah, that's the goal. Dude, don't talk to me about Dysons. I can't wait till I get a Dyson. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, at least this is running again. At least we kind of fixed this shutdown problem. So that was kind of ridiculous.
Oh, no. What? Why?
What's wrong?
Seems there was an explosion.
I didn't hear anything.
Heard it, but I don't know why. Oh, I bet you it was something that came out of here.
Oh, it automatically extract. Dude, I hate Steve's factory manager. One day, Cat.
One day you will
Totally
make
gonna happen.
things so much nicer.
It's gonna require a lot of brain power. That's the problem.
What was I making? Wand focus.
You know, Halloween, that's like the way I like to play this game in general as well. It's just like do setups and do them like reasonably so. And then just like try to wait for when a bottleneck happens and then fix it. And like a really good example of that is this biocatalyst that I was just talking about. Where like I didn't spam quad bacterial vats. I know people do like what? Probably 4+ quads of these. But I just kind of waited. But yeah, this is definitely going to happen over the weekend. 100%. Also, good to know that reinforced glass is always an issue. I'm already annoyed by it. And I've got a long way to go. Always a slow recipe, dude. Yeah. Not a fan. Not a fan.
That's totally what the problem was.
Oh, the extract?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, basically, like, you get these weird recursive crafts where you're trying to put something in the middle pedestal, but it's like the output of another recipe. And so it just automatically extracts. And the only way that I know to solve this is just to use Steve's factory manager to manage the input and output of all the stuff in the Arcane Fusion. Average Gregtech player, who I've seemed to be talking about a lot these days, but he actually did a tutorial on that. So I'll definitely be following that if I ever update this. But I don't know how Steve's factory manager works at all, which is part of the problem.
Time to get to learning.
True. Chromatic glass boules. Yeah, that sounds fun. I actually don't know what the new fluid solidifier looks like. My my plan is before updating to .7 is make like 1,000 LPFs or something, or 2,000 LPFs, and so I could still use those. It's so chunky. Yeah, I mean, part of the problem with LPF is not worth. Yeah, I mean, I know that aren't the parallels in some of these machines supposed to be a lot better than LPF? That's the only problem. But of course, the problem with some of these new multi-blocks is they're a lot harder to like make quads out of, right? It's kind of like my general understanding. Kat, I will be right back. Just 1 minute, okay?
Okay. Made sure to have things unhooked in the altar so it won't pull things out too quick. Let's see. I think the last thing we're really missing are these arrows. Nope, I got a couple of those. Just enough to make the craft. Do we have these? Do some of those. But we're probably gonna have to make ichor stuff in a second. See, yep, I need ichor cloth. Sheesh.
LPF is way worse compared to all the new multis. Only use them lacking space. Okay. That's good to know. All right, Kat. I have a question for you. I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay.
We have 3 options. 1, continue playing GTNH. 2, and this is just for tonight, by the way. Continue playing GTNH. 2, move over to Universio, because we said we were going to do some of that. Or 3, just call it a little early tonight.
How about we play a little bit more, but we call it early?
Okay. Oh, she's got the GTNH itch. Look at that.
I do.
She doesn't want to play Universio.
I'm very determined to get further at this gear, but I am tired.
All right, we'll go a little bit longer. Sounds good. I'm at like a really weird spot though. Actually, not much else for me to do. Although, I could go ahead and start looking at the UEV motors. Let's see. We need a UEV to research. Okay. Dude, look at all that infinity. Holy. Oh, that's so insane. Okay. A celestial tungsten. Oh, I didn't see that earlier. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. All right. All right. Let's make a UEV motor. Do the HEE quest. Oh, God. Ugh. Gross. I feel like we've already done a majority of this. I already did all the charm bullshit. We didn't make this. Energy wand? I don't know what that does. Scorching pickaxe? Yeah, I remember looking at those gems before. Oh God, Kat, you know one thing that we need to work toward eventually, and you and I have talked about this before. It's in Adept Thaumaturgy. It's that stable division sigil.
Oh, yeah.
Where you need like all the records and it's some insane, yeah, ritual. Yeah, we got to get on that. New autoclave is so fast. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I feel like even Witchery has more use than HEE in this pack. There's really not much going on here. The charms are kind of cool. So back when we were doing the Gaia Guardian before the Sword of the Cosmos, it was Gregtech who told me about the charms. And this one specifically, the charm of Slaughter Impact, 100% damage dealt and 6 radius on kill. So you would, in the phase 2 of the Gaia Guardian, and you would just use your crossbow, and it would just kill all of them in one shot, which was really cool. So I do like that. Other than that, though, yeah, not really feeling it. We do need to go back and do some applied energistics. So we actually have
so much to do in there.
Yeah, there really is. There's this quantum storage quest. This cat is the precursor to the quest that we have in UEV for the quantum singularity storage cell. So we do have to do this eventually.
Okay.
I know you're
better.
You're focused elsewhere at the moment. You died doing that quest. You have to get the stuff again. Wait, which quest are you talking about? You died to a damage reflect infernal. Oh. Didn't they nerf those a while back? The vengeance ones? Oh, the division sigil. Oh, gotcha. I thought they nerfed the vengeance mobs so they don't do like 100% damage reflect. Yeah, what's up, Phasm? What are you doing for most of your fluid storage? I would say that most of our fluid storage at this point is in ME fluid cells. Both the single fluid storage and then multi-fluid for like crafting purposes. Now, here's the thing. I probably would be using yacht tanks at the moment if it was not for the ME output hatches. Because these still give infinite caching of the fluids, which kind of like de-incentivized me from really caring about the yacht tanks for a long time. And even now have access to these 16,384K storage cells, which hold, what did you all say the other day? It was like 27 billion liters or something like that, which is decent. But honestly, what we're going to be able to get to pretty soon is this. We're actually technically able to craft this right now, but it's just like infinite storage for a single fluid. So we're probably just going to skip yacht tanks completely and go straight to these pretty soon. Why would output hatches make you disinterested in yacht tanks? Because I wasn't worried about fluid storage, okay, take the planetary siphons doing hydrogen. It's like I was never worried about a yacht tank for hydrogen because, I've always got these storing as much as they need to. And I never ran into a craft that suddenly needed, a huge amount of hydrogen within the AE craft itself. Now later, obviously, that is going to be an issue, but by the time later comes, I'm going to have access to these. So, kind of a non-issue. Now, with 2.7 coming in and these no longer infinitely caching, I would be a little bit more incentivized to do the yacht tanks, to have a larger fluid storage for things like hydrogen, like in this particular scenario. But right now, it's not really an issue. Definitely the better choice for fluid storage. Yeah, I mean, already, the moment that I'm able to get the eternal singularities via space-time, it's going to be a non-issue making these. So I'm definitely hyped about making these very soon. Although I did not look at the fluid cell block tier 7. It's a lot of UEV circuits. 32 UEV circuits per cell. That's probably the biggest expense of them all, right? I know these cores can be a little bit expensive too. Yadas are cool. That is true. And in a new playthrough, I probably would use Yadas. Make so many singularity cells just for crafting. You hate it. Oh no. Oh, they have a space assembler recipe now? Oh, that's cool. Okay. Get behind that. Let's see. Did our motor craft? It did. Oh, this is still researching. Okay, yeah, it's almost done. This is our Hypogen coil that's researching at the moment. Caching large amounts of stuff in ME output buses can cause it can. Although my understanding is that it doesn't really cause issues until you get into the trillion number. Is that correct? Which we really haven't gotten into yet. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only person who's gonna put down a bunch of output buses and hatches in the world before updating to 2.7 just so I have some infinite caching available in the future. Yeah, see, Greg's got the right idea. Mission failed, could not sleep. Oof. And you have to get up.
Greg.
And you have to get up in what, 4 hours or something? Oof. That's rough. That was me a couple days ago. I was up till 6:30 in the morning. Really bad. 4 hours. Whew. Oh, I salute you. Best of luck. The quantum computers will overheat and void everything. Yeah, that's a good point, Sergio. I did look at the wiki for the quantum computers and did notice the new processor configurations that people had come up with. So I guess I just need to make sure that these are turned off before we update. Don't need to do that either. You can put an ME storage cell of a given type into an output bus hatch to give it cache capacity equal to the size of the cell. But a singularity in an ME bus, you still want infinite caching. Yeah, that would require a lot of crafting cells, that's true. But, I mean, that's interesting that that would work that way. Wait, Singularity stores less than the 2.6 output bus? Really? I thought they would have both been based on the 9 quintillion number. Is it less than that? Okay. (9.2e). Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like the United States national debt. It just kind of loses meaning after a while. You're like, oh, another trillion? Oh, okay. Well, cheers to that. Yeah, it's basically infinite. Exactly. Yeah, dude, Sergio, what are you doing up to? You're not supposed to be up at this hour. Get the late night crew in here. Jeez. Wait, what is NBC? You know, oh, Meatball Craft isn't. I saw your picture in Adidia's Discord today. I didn't know what mod pack that was from. Kat and I have been talking about doing Meatball Craft sometime. There's so many people talking about that mod pack. Just kind of makes me curious. Kim lecture canceled and it's Friday. Both good reasons. Fair enough. One of your favorite packs. All right. Yeah, it's definitely on our radar. And, you know, as we kind of you know, over the next couple months, we get into this territory in GTNH where maybe we don't want to stream it all the time. That'd probably be a good mod pack to dip into. Greg Hunt Funhouse. When you say Greg Funhouse, all I think of is this.
I'm all Greg. Pleased to meet you.
Do you love me? Are you playing your love games with me?
You're welcome. What's Meatball Craft about? Honestly, Zero, I couldn't tell you. Maybe Surdra and some of the others could tell you. It's just one of those mod packs you just hear so much about that you're like, well, I want to know what all the fuss is about. So people say good things. A free old Greg appearance. Exactly. Yep. I'm feeling generous tonight. What can I say? Kat, sorry, I will be right back again, okay?
Okay.
Do you need anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm trying to see where I left off. I think it's just these boots and then the Draconic set's all that's left. Let's see. That a mouse and an Italian chef that go on a journey to get the perfect ingredients for one masterpiece meatball. That's what that mod pack is about. I don't remember really anything about anything we would have seen on that. Ugh, this does not look like a fun craft. All right.
Yo, I'm back.
Welcome back.
How goes progress, Kat?
It's coming. We've got all the armor pieces for the helmet, the chest piece, and the leggings. I'm just making the and the boots for this, but then there is the Draconic set for all of these that I have to do.
Okay.
There's one set I'm missing.
Okay. Well, that does sound like a lot still, but I started wondering to myself, I'm like, are we gonna get Infinity Armor tonight?
No, I don't think it's gonna happen tonight.
Okay.
But Monday, I could see it happening.
Sounds good to me. Little Chaos Dragon fight. That'd be fun.
That'll definitely be cool.
Oh, Surdra, I see where you say it's Meatball Craft is like DJ2 on steroids. That's Divine Journey too, right? I watched a little bit of Threefold's playthrough of that way back when. It's like a good one, so. Sounds like we need to try it sometime, Kat.
Yeah, you'll have to like pull up something about that one because I don't remember that one at all.
It's probably like gameplay or maybe a trailer or something. I'll have to find it. Yeah, I've always heard good things about GJ2 for sure. Actually, I think I did play it extremely briefly. I think I did like that little ritual to summon that boss. at the very beginning. Forget what mod that was from. I think that's as far as I got though. Oh, finally. Hydrogen coil finished. Well, the research for it anyway. Go ahead and do this one. UEV motor. This is much, much easier. Okay. Good deal. Paycock, that was it. Yeah. Oh man. That was such a weird ritual or whatever to do. Okay, hydrogen coil. Motor. Uh-oh. Oh god. I think we're gonna need to expand our data bank.
Uh-oh.
Honestly, it's probably time to like do universal advanced assembly line at this point. We're still using 8 assembling lines, which is kind of cringe at this point. Crafting terminals gated far away. Oh, that sucks. UMV UXV circuits. Okay. Yeah, I know there's several ways to do universal AAL. I was definitely very this is not a knock on you or anything, but I was very confused by you and Adidia's setup over on the Hive. I didn't understand what the heck was going on with that. The times 32 at a time type setup. Obviously, I'm going to have to look a lot more into it. Whew. That's an expensive motor. Okay. Oh, it's so many cables. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Okay, can I make this motor? No, I definitely cannot make this motor. Okay. All right. One thing at a time. I'm going to have to eventually migrate away from the Aparitia blocks, or ingots rather, but I guess we'll still use it. Yeah, so is that a common thing, Halloween, where like people will do like the universal ones and then you'll have like separate dedicated ones for like, I don't know, like certain circuit parts or something like that? Yeah, 32, the rest were dedicated. Interesting. It sounds like there's several different approaches. Oh god, these are all going to be UIV, aren't they? Oh god. Oh no, UHV. Okay. Small crafts you could have dedicated. Circuits and galleys. What is a galley? Oh, wireless data. Dude, yeah. Oh, Gallifreyan parts. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. The wireless data. So okay, so question about that. So I'm aware of the idea that like you can take all of the data or like the computational power from your quantum computers and transmit that wirelessly. It is the thing that you're referring to different than that, where you can like take data bank stuff and transmit that wirelessly? Is that a thing? Because that sounds insane. Multiples of numbers of ALs, yeah. Yeah, Greg, I think that's how they're doing it on the Hive, right? A metal round. Hold on. I don't think I have. That's the one thing I don't have a fluid solidifying recipe for yet. The round, but that's okay. Fancy seeing Greg T here. And Greg T is here instead of sleeping. Unfortunate. You can just use molten rubber for this? Oh, that's kind of crazy. Okay. Dude, 0. Congratulations. That's a big accomplishment. That's awesome. Yeah, it's slow, but your first steal is such a big quality of life. I don't know, 0, I don't know if you've looked at any of the stuff that you can get with steel initially, but there's some really cool stuff. One of the first things that I go for is the glider, the hang glider. It's a little bit expensive on the steel, so I think it ends up being like 9 ingots total. That's such a huge quality of life, though. Yo, Blade Master, what's up? Snow in there, huh? How much snow did y'all get? Kat and I live in Alabama, so we haven't seen snow in like 10 years, but you know.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I miss snow.
I think the last time we had like snow, it was literally like the snow apocalypse around here, right?
No, we had snow.
We have a little bit?
Like 2 or 3 years ago. It wasn't long after Dad died.
Oh gosh, yeah. I don't remember that at all.
There was just a video that popped up on Facebook that was one of those memory things.
That's why you, yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. 3 centimeters in the last hour. That's decent. That's fun.
Oh.
That's a fun amount of snow.
Are we not making phosphoric acid anymore?
We should be. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's making, it's just not keeping up with it. That sucks. Okay. Hold on. I think we're still using, like, stupid LUV power or something for it. See if I can find it. Yeah, dude, yeah, Nequadria is terrible with it. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're only giving this no, Ivy. Okay. Although I don't think increasing the power on this is going to help at all because it's already one ticking it. Hold on. Yeah, and there's no better recipe. Yeah, we're going to have to get a mega chemical reactor for it. Yep, exactly, Greg. Yep. Looks like it's time.
Oh.
Well, that's good, Kat. You gave me something to do.
Oh, glad I could help.
I was just sitting around. I don't know.
Twiddling your thumbs.
Dreaming about UIV things that I can't make. So, let's see. Mega chemical reactor. Is appetite better? I don't know. I actually don't know because I mean we just get our phosphorus acid or phosphoric. Sorry, let me restart that. Phosphorus dust from the bees. So I always thought this was the best recipe. I mean, usually the high circuit recipes are the best, generally speaking. I mean, yeah, this seems kind of like a messy recipe. Halloween says they used appetite. Interesting. Our appetite production's not that great, though. Yeah, we're just gonna do a mega. Target appetite with VMS to keep up. You know, I'm actually not even sure if we're making enough phosphorus dust long term. That number is definitely dropping precipitously. 3 million is not much, exactly. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to make poor phosphorus bees. Okay, well, first things first, I know we need a mega. We'll get on that. We'll go ahead and do cosmic neutronium because that's kind of easy at this point. How much do you need? 64, I think? I think that's right. Okay, there's our mega. Fusion coil blocks. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to break the wall. That's fine. What made you notice the phosphoric acid, by the way, Kat?
I needed hardened leather.
Oh gosh, okay. Dude, that's old school.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Lumium. Lumium was the very first time I actually felt the pain of not having enough phosphoric acid. We do have a 512 million quantum tank. The QFT will replace the NAC line. I assume that's a thing. I assume it's not tier 1. Wireless hatches for both computation and assembly line data. Oh, okay. So the assembly line has wireless as well. See, that's awesome. I mean, both are awesome. I'm glad computation has it because I really didn't want to... Like, I wanted to be able... It's cross-dimensional as well, right? So, like, I could send computation data to my Dysons in a different dimension. Because if so, that's really nice. Or a cat. Cat's right here. Cat is working on the Infinity armor right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing some encoding stuff right now, so I'm a little quiet.
Oh, I know you were a little bit sleepy earlier. That's why I was kind of asking if you needed to end early.
I'm still trying to push away.
We can end stream. It's okay. I don't want you to have to push yourself too much.
I'm just so excited to get the Infinity armor.
Yeah. Oh, you sound so excited. Oh.
I'm just tired. I'm sorry.
I know, it's fine. Use NAC fuel up to 4. Yeah, we're definitely going to make NAC fuel 4 pretty soon. Okay. Maintenance hatch. And then I'm just going to do a normal UV energy hatch for now. See how that goes. Because we're mainly just trying to get past the 1 tick limitation with this. We'll see. Solar boilers, yeah. Sure thing. Yeah, welcome back, Adidia. Hope the Lakers are doing all right. That's your team, right? Yeah, we kind of just ended up being a stopping point. You know, we're waiting on hydrogen for the hydrogen coils. Oh, I should really stop the QFT. Or it eats through all my materials. Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's still going. Hold on, where are we? Oh, we were still fine on materials. Okay. But I think we should have enough adhesive. Yeah, 2100. Yeah, that's more than enough. Yeah, Cat's still plugging away at the Infinity armor. So we should have that next week. And then... Yep. Sorry, what?
I said, yep.
And then our cat just noticed that phosphoric acid was an issue again. Go figure. I haven't missed a Lakers game in 7 years. Damn. That's commitment right there. I never really followed NBA that much. Except when I played gosh, it was an NBA 2K game. I think it was like 13 or something like that. 2013, 2014. You know why I ended up playing that game, Cat? I don't know if you remember.
Mm-mm.
It was because B-Dubs was playing that game.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And it looked like so much fun at the time. I was like, ooh, I want to get into this. That was like practically my only exposure to the NBA whatsoever.
I am just glad you didn't get into his trucking phase.
Yeah, that was that one was a.
Those were dark days.
It's what we call a midlife crisis. 20 algae farms. Look, I know it's mega Kevlar, but really? Well, there's two recipes, Adidia. There's the one with the appetite, and then there's the one with like the oxygen and water. So you got this one. That's the one we do. And then there's the appetite with the sulfuric. Zero appetite. Okay. Then yeah, you're using this one then for sure. Which makes sense, you know, bees. Oh, maybe. Well, I mean, maybe your phosphoric acid is soaking it all up. I don't know. Yeah, we're using circuit 24. Let's see. Let's do stocking input hatch and stocking input bus. We'll use a reservoir as well. And then we want to output hatch. How's our channels doing? Oh, only 12. Okay. Okay, phosphorus dust, oxygen gas, circuit 24. Should do it. And then just need power. Mega algae. Okay, are we working? Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Okay, let's get a wireless redstone receiver internal. And let's go take a look. I'm pretty sure we still do phosphoric acid and yeah. Quantum tank. Wireless fluid detector cover. We'll do 30,689. And 500 million. We'll come back over here. There we go. And oh, look at that phosphorus dust go. Oh, yikes. Okay, yeah, we need more phosphorus bees. Isn't it phosphorus bees that give that? You didn't process your combs? That's a good point. Why are there phosphorus combs sitting there? That can't be good. What's the best way to make ash? Ash line? Why do you need ash? Oops, wrong way. Ethereum? Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, phosphorus combs are going in here. Okay. Yeah. You know, I bet that's when like the drives filled up for some reason. Like our centrifuges were off at one point, and then the extra probably piled up in here. That's probably what happened. We could send it over there. Not really gonna make much difference in the long run, but yeah, there we go. But yeah, I think we need. Nano resin line broke. Not sure it's running anymore. Uh-oh. That's not good. I do need to do nano praseodymium pretty soon. Okay, how many phosphorus bees do we have in here? There's one. I've been trying to stock these lately. Oh, there's 8 in here. Okay. Oh man, I guess we need to double it. I don't know. Dude. Why is Walmart delivering something at 11 p.m.?
Are you serious?
Yeah, your special apple bars are at the the front door.
All right.
Okay. Wait, what's wrong with stocking hatches? If you click on the auto pull button, you can change it so it only pulls if stacks are like 1,000 items plus. True, yeah. I'm surprised you only have 4 phosphorus bees, Diddy. That's crazy. Let's see. Wait, what are they called? Phosphoric. No, phosphorus. Kat, I put your maddening frames of frenzy in one of the compressed chests over here.
Okay.
End up looking for them. Stocking hatches can fail if 2 machines try to pull. Oh, the normal, not the advanced, the normal stocking. Yeah, I've actually had that happen recently. I didn't know about that until recently. Weird. Very annoying that that happens. I have to do a lot of counting in my head right now.
What are you trying to get? Phosphorus bees?
Yeah, I'm trying to make like 8 more phosphorus bees, but I'm trying to get it to where like the generations line up so that you can stack them in the mega apiary. So too cold. You're right, Halloween. I really need to look into that. I have not figured out how all that works yet. It's one of those things where like you're afraid of the unknown, you know, and then suddenly you realize, oh wait, I shouldn't have been afraid of that. That was stupid easy. So what I've heard is that you could put a mega apiary in swarmer mode, and then somehow like the hibiscus can like give you that same bee in like queen form somehow. Like, isn't there some like crazy tech with like the mega apiary swarmer mode and the hibiscus? We don't talk about it. Is that like a exploit or something? If you go directly from that output bus to a hibiscus, it'll just turn it into a pristine queen. Oh, that sounds awesome. I definitely need to do that. As long as it's not like an exploit or something. Totally down to try that. It's not. Okay, good. Feature kits removed. Okay, alright. Well, we don't have to talk about it anymore. But, yeah, it's one of those things that I could see increasingly being, like, a requirement. I've just kind of gotten by doing it this way so far. Oh god, it's 9 generations. Crap. Okay. Well, that's okay. Whatever. They don't die off. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's an intended tech or not, but very freaking sweet. What do you happen to do, Kat?
I had to make the sanguine armor again to use to make the draconian armor.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it, I guess.
I just finished making those, so now I've got to start working on the wyvern armor.
Dude, are you freaking kidding me? 8 generations and you're still a forest princess? What a bunch of bullshit.
I don't know why I feel this, but I feel like there are phosphorus bees, like drones, in the genetics room, in one of the chests. If you wanted to try and go grab them. We might even have a gene for it. A gene sample. So you could just put a bunch of drones in with that gene sample. and
Well,
turn
I
them
mean, I
into-
already have like the perfect phosphorus drones.
Oh, okay.
It's just getting the queen to convert within a certain amount of generations.
Okay.
That's the annoying part. When bee masterclass? Yeah, when's Adidia gonna start like making bee videos, man?
Right.
Although that is true. Like, yeah, what wasn't there some kind of plan for some kind of like special video or something? I forget what your plans were for that. Start off with close your eyes, since you don't want to pay for a stock video of someone closing their eyes. Recorded myself doing it with my phone. Hey, whatever works. That's awesome. Yeah, video making is so taxing. Streaming is so much easier. You just get on and talk.
Much easier, like having people talking with you.
Oh god, yeah. Oh god, really? Nighttime? And too cold? Picky little son of a bee. Oh, you've been working on a script for the 2.7? Nice, yeah. I mean, that, man, the 2.7 update is creeping up pretty quickly. So, that's cool that you've been working on that. Yeah. Do some video editing on stream, why not? Or recording. Okay. One more. Oh, now it needs to be daytime. Oh. Yeah, I'm still waiting on Adidia to do an hour-long tree breeding episode.
Wow.
Yeah.
When did he agree to that?
That's the thing, he didn't.
I was about to say that does not sound like something he would be wanting to do.
On the stream but have no energy to do it. I definitely feel you on that.
I totally get you there.
Kat and I have had plenty of days where we felt like that, but I don't know. You just get on, you start streaming, and well, sometimes the energy comes. Sometimes it doesn't.
We usually are lucky and end up with a second wind.
Yeah, it's all psychological, you know. The way to properly do beet breeding is just tech up until you get Mutatron and skip the tree breeding, and yeah, that is definitely an easier way to do it, for sure. I feel like you could say that about, like, almost all the magic mods. Oh, you're still too cold, really? Kidding me, man? everything is fun when you remove the RNG out of it. Yeah, I mean, you know, if we could remove the RNG out of, say, Petri dishes, that'd be great. There's a reason I only have one Xenozine Petri dish still. And it's because I'm not a masochist. All right, Cat. We got our 8 phosphorus bees. Hopefully this is enough. At least for a while. Christmas markets are opening. We're about to have Black Friday over here in the States.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
Cat's getting a new TV.
Mm-hmm. And what was it, earlier this week or was it last week, where like half the bottom of my screen like gone dark?
I've never seen a TV do that before. Like,
I haven't either.
I mean, it just has to be one of like the brightness or dimming zones or whatever. Just kind of went out completely. New monitor. Dude, monitors are so cheap these days. This 165 hertz 1440p monitor that I have was like $300 or something. Maybe even $250. It's an Acer. I think that was last year.
That sounds delicious. Wine with orange zest and cinnamon.
Oh.
Maybe we should do something like that sometime soon.
I suggested wine the other day and you were like, no.
Because every time I have wine, I start getting sick.
Yeah, exactly. Now you want it.
It sounds so good.
Okay. I don't think I've ever had wine heated up, though. That's an interesting idea.
Hmm.
Okay. Is our phosphorus dust keeping up? I think the answer is yes. Nice. Did you ever get that craft done that you wanted to, Kat, with the hardened leather?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Let me actually go turn off that other LCR. Let's see. Yeah, this one.
Oh gosh, Blade Master. No, got replaced with ice rain, and there is about 5 centimeters of ice on every and all roads. Well, be very careful, Blade Master.
Yeah, for real.
It sounds like that really bad storm we had back when we first were dating.
Dude, yeah, if that happened here right now, the whole city would shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm assuming that I can put an ingot in the alloy smelter and get nuggets out. Hopefully. Will the spinny funny metal cooperate? Find out. Okay. UEV motor. Let's freaking go. It's happening. Ooh, also draconic chestplate is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Waiting on these the blood magic crafts.
Dude, every time. Maybe we should have adopted a Soul 9's system for that. Using was it PDP interface, I think?
Yeah.
And then you could just have
said.
a chemistry set with a world accelerator next to it. I definitely want to do that next time.
And it was pretty compact.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. And you could expand it to multiple chemistry sets too. That was the really nice thing.
He comes up with like some really cool setups.
Yeah, definitely. He's also waiting on his friend to come back from like China, I think. It's been gone for over a month on the server. So he was just like, well, I'll just spend all my time not doing progression and doing this other like side magic stuff. So
well,
when you have all that free time on your hands, you know.
He'll thank himself for that later. It's going to make the game so easy.
Oh, yeah. See how the government is prepared for this. Depending on which government, that could go very different ways.
If you were down here in the South, it wouldn't go that great.
Dude, no. I don't even know if we have any snow plows.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I feel like they sent out snow plows during the Snowmageddon.
Yeah, we've got like 2 or 3, and you know. Oh, and surge rate. Yeah, totally. We actually did do that when we were using the chemistry set manually over here. But for automating, the problem was we used regulators, and I think that Tel did something similar on the Hive. Where you've got like one recipe dedicated to each chemistry set. But the way Soul 9 was doing it is somehow using P2P interface.
I think he posted a picture in Discord.
It was on the GTNH Discord tips and tricks, I think. But the idea was where you could like, you know, parallelize it across multiple chemistry sets. And then of course have all of those world accelerated. So you rename the items for the stacking problem. For some reason, I'm having trouble thinking of like what stacking problem you mean. But anyway, I mean, this way works. It's fine. But yeah, it is pretty slow, unfortunately.
I love that it's automated though. I mean,
oh, that was miles ahead of where we were before. We were doing it manually. Yeah. Oh, that was so bad.
I love that we can use the regulators for stuff. I think that's my favorite flipping block.
Some recipes take the same item in different slots, like fractured bone. Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's how the regulator like gets around that, because you're assigning stuff to different inventory slots, right? But yeah, I guess the way you would make the P2P work is the renaming thing, like you're talking about. Yeah, that way it would go to a different slot instead of stacking. That makes sense. That does make sense. So yeah, I definitely want to try that next time. I'm just kind of hoping we don't have to use these that much more in the future, but you know, again, I don't know what's ahead, so it's kind of hard to tell whether it'd be worth like messing with it now or not. Let's see how our UIV circuit motor's doing. Okay, we're making Spinny Ingot. Cool. Just had interface pointing chemistry set. Well, the nice thing about the P2P is that you could have like one, you could parallelize it, and then I think the way Soul 9 had it is that he had like one world accelerator and then 4 chemistry sets with interface P2P parallelizing the craft.
Night,
It's pretty
Shmev.
neat. Hey, good night. Hope you have a good one. Which is a pretty nice idea. I feel like it's stuck. Oh, no, it's not. It's just really slow. That's all. Oh, that's right. I'm only doing one at a time. I really need to up the quantity on this craft. Probably part of the problem. I'll work on that in just a second. But yeah, I kind of feel a little bit lost. I know it's coming in .7, but not having another tier chapter for UIV feels a little weird, man. All we have is this to go by. In-game goals. It's like Greg is throwing us into the deep end. Like, well, go figure it out. Have fun. You only have to wait about 14 days. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, we are ending like UEV kind of almost at just the right time. Although when we update, honestly, a lot of time is going to be spent doing things like waterline and fixing recipes and God knows what else. So those tier chapters are going to be so outdated. You made them before UIV and UMV got reworked. Now they're obsolete. Wait, are you talking about like the new tier chapters? Like, Sergio, did you work on like quest pages that ended up getting outdated because of like later changes? Am I understanding you right? UIV, UMV getting their own chapter. Yeah. There was just like a lot of changes that happened. I got you. Yep. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, I would assume that based on what I saw on average Gregtech players YouTube channel, like they at least seem like a good general guideline still. A lot for those chapters. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, especially having gotten to this point now, that it's nice to still kind of just have some general direction. There's a lot missing. I mean, it's better than nothing. I can understand your frustration, though. Well, even if it's missing stuff, I, for one, am happy to have, extra guidance. When it comes to things as complicated as GTNH, I do not mind having my hand held. Oh, snap. Look at that, cat. Our first UIV electric motor.
Awesome.
Oh my god. And it was so expensive. Proto halconite steel, shifted superfluid, baryonic matter. Dude. Just making up words. What's gating this? UMV circuits is gating off. I mean, I guess that makes sense with the emitter. No. Probably just the field generator that needs these. Yeah. Okay. And the field generators are what we need to get the infinite Essentia cell. Yeah, those are... Yeah, those are pretty expensive. 16 UIV circuits, 4 UMV circuits. Okay. Yo, Tell, what's up?
Hey, Tell.
How are you doing this evening? Oh, and Kofi over on YouTube. I don't know how long ago that was, but it says almost Stargate. I don't know whether you're talking about yourself or us, but we are very far away from Stargate. As close as it feels. As close as this quest page would make you think that we're close to Stargate. Yeah. No, we know better. Okay, so I upgraded those to ×8. Let's see. Let me request 8. Oh yeah, Tell, we got the Spinny Ingot. Very exciting milestone. Okay, yeah, that is a little bit faster. Okay. Yeah, good to get that in parallel. Yeah, all we're waiting on is Hypogen, so we can get the better DTPF recipes. We got our QFT, which I already turned off, actually. Are any of the other recipes worth doing right now? I wonder. Let me take a look at that real quick. I mean, there's the silicon rubber one, which I guess that one's okay. Yeah. We could run the polyethylene PTFE one. Epoxid. Yeah, epoxid would be pretty good because we're low on oh god, was it propene or something that we use for epoxid? That one's pretty good. We got Platline as well. Yeah, I feel like the plastics, the polyethylene and stuff, and then the Platline are probably the two good ones for us to run at the moment. The Platline comb one is insane. Am I just looking at that? Oh, this one. That is true because like processing this stuff in LCRs is, or even MCRs is kind of ridiculous because then you don't have to use yeah, there's like no other input. Oh, that is really good actually. You don't need any phthalic acid or any kind of garbage like that. Oh, that is a really good one. Yeah, good call. Yeah, we should probably run that one for a while. How hard is this to make? Carbon nanites. Oh, that's really easy. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do our best to try to figure out Waterline on our own. I don't really know how far we're going to get on that, though. From what I've seen from, like, the... I don't know, like, from what I've noticed, the tier 8 and tier 9 ones are kind of insane. Free to help and give hints? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting into that. Probably one of the first things that we touch when we get .7 update. a couple weeks. Let me see if I can run that, Well, first we got to make the catalyst. Let's do that real quick. How's it going over there, Kat?
Going.
What part are you working on right now?
I'm working on the draconic chest plates and the infinity helmet.
Are you happy with your life decisions working on the infinity armor?
I'll feel better once I get it completed.
That will be really satisfying to just like never take damage. Like, I wonder what would happen if you were wearing the infinity armor and I used the sword of the cosmos on you. I would assume it's similar to the quantum shield. Remember we tested that yesterday?
Yeah.
On the gravity chest plate where you just don't take damage.
Well, you want to test that out when we get it?
Yeah, sure. Nothing happens. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I would expect. Anyone UIV Plus would have gotten the gate as of 2 years ago. Yeah, so much has changed ever since, what, 2.3? Okay. Put the platinum catalyst here. And then... combs. Oh, we don't have any platinum, palladium, or osmium. Okay, hold on. We probably should just save those combs then at this point, since we have the QFT. Okay. Let's go to flatline. Let's just turn these machines off. Try getting the old gates with none of the quality. That is true. Insane amounts of quality life the past 2 years. That's very true. In late MV, early HVR, you'd have to craft everything in almost the thousands, or at least hundreds. Yep, and the numbers only go up from there, Blade. As you would expect. Oh, yeah. Oh, crap. That's right. The osmium combs are still being used. Oops. Turn this off as well. And palladium. I thought I turned off palladium. Yeah, it's off. Are we even getting palladium combs? Oh, we are. Very slowly. Probably time to put some of those bees in the map. I guess whatever's making palladium combs is not in the map right now, clearly.
I
Okay.
don't understand why this isn't working.
It's only iridium. It must not be in there at all. But we have like so much so many iridium combs though. All right, what did you say, Kat?
I'm just confused why this isn't. There it goes. Okay.
Oh, okay. Some weird MBT data with something, maybe.
Eric.
Yeah, maybe we're just getting iridium combs from osmium. That's possible. Yeah, we just need to go update all of our bees in the map for sure. We could take advantage of that recipe because that recipe is pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, we'll play around with that over the weekend.
Hello.
Hello. I came for my hat.
For your hat?
Uh-huh.
What hat?
You were making a hat.
Oh, the Infinity helmet.
Yeah.
Well, get it out of the system.
Oh, okay. Isn't there a second one?
I haven't made the second one yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to take the first one. Oh, snap. Look into my eyes.
That is so like creepy cool.
And you can see the universe.
That's
actually-
so wild.
It's actually the first time I've worn anything Infinity. Yeah. Oh, you've got one too now. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, nice. I don't know what all it does. You get the V discount. That's cool. There's no night vision on it. Are you kidding me?
That sucks. That right
I know.
there is I am not wearing it.
Who made that decision?
I'll put it in the bag. I can use it
Okay,
later.
well, yep. In the backpack it goes.
Yep.
That's so funny. Actually, I'll probably put it on an armor stand, and then we'll grab it whenever we need community or whatever. Just make dragon backpack. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I forget, what else does the dragon backpack do?
Well, it's got night vision on it. I don't remember if there's a way to turn it on and off though. That's the only other problem with that. I like being able to turn my night vision on and off, depending on what I'm doing. Oh, I haven't watched any Lashmac videos lately. I don't even know what Lashmac's playing right now. Removes negative debuffs. Yeah, that is right. I remember somebody else saying that before. Oh, Meatball Craft. Gotcha. Yep. Yep. One day we'll get into that. So, are you close to any of the other pieces, or there's still a lot of finicky stuff to do?
I just finished the draconic chest plates. So I need to finish making the sigil of divinity.
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean more blood diamond shenanigans?
No, I have all of that made. It just
Oh,
has
okay.
to go through the final pass of being made, really.
Gotcha.
But these do take a little bit to process.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because you've got these awakened cores and stuff in them.
Well, if you don't mind, Kat, I'm kind of feeling like calling it at this point.
All right.
I feel like we
well, let's
reached
do it.
kind of a good stopping point with everything that we've done. Very curious to get into the initial UIV stuff next week. I am gonna try to do my best to get this crafted over the weekend. The coal assembly line casing. And then it's just a matter of making digital singularity, and then we're done with the UEV completely. And then it's into the in-game goals. We'll probably focus a lot on infrastructure and stuff until .7 happens. I don't want to get too crazy far into things, but you know, maybe we try to do like the initial UIV parts and stuff like that. And kind of look toward the road of like plasma mixer. I feel like plasma mixer is kind of the next big goal. So that's really going to help with our DTPF situation a ton. Yeah, good night, Adidia. Thanks for hanging out.
Night, Adidia.
Yeah, let's good stream, good week. We made a lot of progress in the world.
We really did.
Kat has this whole bee spreadsheet prepared to put all of the bees in alphabetical order in alvearies.
I might start that project this weekend.
Have a good night. Feel better, Finn. Wait, do I sound sick? Wait, what? I thought I was fine. Maybe I'm not fine. But anyway, good night, Tel.
Adidio, when I get the spreadsheet down how I want it, I will totally share it with you.
Do I sound tired? I actually don't feel tired right now. I'm just hungry.
Oh, you're always hungry.
Maybe
this
I'm
time.
yeah, maybe I'm getting hangry. That could be. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna throw you all Soul Nine's way. But you all have a good weekend. It's work time for me this weekend, and we will be back Monday.
Have a good one, guys.
Okay, take care.